Yo, what is good, YouTube? Nightclub here, back with another video. This one's kind of a different video. I'm gonna be doing like a breakdown of one of my remixes that I've uploaded to SoundCloud. It's the Taylor Swift, I Knew You Were Trouble. Yeah, look it up on SoundCloud if you haven't listened to it. But yeah, I'm just gonna be going over all the sounds that I used, like a complete breakdown of it. Yeah, let's jump right into it. Or first, let's check out the remix first, in case you haven't heard it before. Just play the intro and a little bit of the beginning. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds a little bit different here because on SoundCloud I sped it up. So basically what I did is I bounced it out here and then I sped it up to where it's like pitched up and a little bit faster. I'll show you guys what that sounds like too at the end also. So yeah, this is kind of more of like an EDM, rave, scenecore, hyperpop EDM type remix on this. I got the acapella from online, like from YouTube, and then I just started cooking up. So the first, let's just go to the top here. So yeah, I have this rave lead that you kind of hear at the beginning. And that's kind of like, I kind of did that melody. It kind of sounds like her vocals, that dun, 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 dun. Like, I don't know, it sounded like the right notes to put, because it sounded similar to her melody and her vocals. But yeah, I have this EQ band on it, automation. So what this is doing is, it's literally just, I made this little like blip in the EQ here, and it's literally just like moving it along. So look, I'll play it so you can see it. So yeah, see, it's literally just moving that little bubble right down here in the EQ bottom right, where I'm moving my mouse. It's just moving that side to side. And then I have some duck on here also, like barely any actually. So that's just making it breathe a little bit. So yeah, that's the EQ, and I don't always do that. It just sounded good for this rave lead for some reason, just because like I wanted it to sound different. I didn't want it to sound consistently the same throughout, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna add a little automation to make it at least sound a little bit different throughout. And then yeah, so next sound. So here's more automation I did. This automation is on this Vital pad. I can play that next. And this is just moving the cutoff, so like how much of the pad it's playing. That sounds or looks like. So yeah, super simple pad. Super like 80s type feel, and yeah, I just added the cutoff just to make it sound different. I didn't need to do that. It probably could have sounded well with it or without it, but it just adds more movement. I like adding the automation and stuff just to add more movement throughout, so my stuff isn't like super stale. Because really on this beat in particular, I didn't really like switch up that many sounds really. So like if you're switching up your sounds a lot, then you don't need to do that much like automation and extra stuff, because you're keeping your beat like interesting and different. But if in this particular beat, I kind of kept a lot of the same sounds, so I was like, okay, I need to add something to switch it up. That's what I did. So yeah, same exact pad sound on this pluck. This is from Serum. Same exact like everything basically. And yeah, just adds more of a bounce. I have this little perk loop that you can like barely hear in the background. Sometimes I add these little perk loops like when I'm cooking up, because it just helps me like with a bounce. Like it helps me start a bounce, and then I go in later on and add my own drums. But I like adding those and then just like tucking it in like way in the background to where you can't even really hear it that much, but it's there. Next I have two basses. So this is my bass line. If y'all have seen my other videos, you usually don't see me do two bass lines like this. It's usually just like the one bass line and then I call it a day. But in this case, I just liked how it sounded with two. Let's see what that sounds like. So this is what I call the bass one light, and it's basically kind of like a lower lower volume bass. So I literally just got my bass notes from my pad, and then that's my bass line. And then I got that same bass line, and then I just pitched it up 1 octave up. So that's why you see it like doubled up like this in 2 octaves. But let's see what that sounds like. Okay, that's bass 1, and it's literally the exact same thing in this other one, but it's just a different sound. This one I just called it bass rave. It's more of like a, dirtier, ravier sound together. So yeah, it just sounded good in this case. I don't usually recommend to like stack basses, because then certain basses will sound muddy, but if you know what you're doing and you can like EQ certain things out, or just choosing the right sounds from the jump, sometimes you don't even need an EQ if you just have the right sounds that just go well together, then you're good to go. But yeah, usually you're good with 1 bass, but if it sounds good with 2, or 3, or however many, there's like no rules really. As long as it sounds good, then go for it. So yeah, that's pretty much all the synth sounds that I used. And then and then this other sound from Expand Synth. Nothing crazy. It's like a bell pluck type sound from Expand. Yeah, nothing crazy there. And then finally, just the some simple drums that I usually do on these SCENECORE EDM, hyperpop EDM type stuff. It's usually like the same 4 on the floor kick. Like, you've seen my other videos, y'all know the story is as old as time. So yeah, let me just play some of those drums real quick. So yeah, super simple. The bass line. That hi-hat. Usually I like to like randomize my hi-hat, so you can see here it's not all like the same velocities. I kind of make them like random. Same for my open hats. Yeah, see with the open hats. Yeah, that's what all the drums look like. Crash at the start, and then in my clap / snare. I usually like to add these little like stutters at the end, or like, because you kind of have to like, I imagine like a drummer, you know how like in rock songs, like the drummer adds like those little ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, like at the end of like a hook or whatever, and at the end of a 4-bar. Like, that's kind of what this is in EDM or in SCENECORE. It's like you kind of add those little like snare clap stutters at the end, or like within the 4-bar 8-bar loop. So yeah, that's the drums. Let me just play it one more time with the more sounds. So yeah, that's pretty much all the sounds. I can go down to the acapella. I don't think I did anything to it, to be honest. I think I just 54. Yeah, I literally just EQ'd it, put an EQ, because it's already like, it's a studio acapella, so like her vocals were already mixed and stuff, like, to be on a song. So yeah, I literally just like turned up a little bit of the high end on her vocals, just so they pop out more on the over the beat. But yeah, that's all I did on her vocals. And usually I'll throw on, like, when I do these remixes, to be honest, I usually do throw on more than just an EQ. I'll throw on like some auto-tune, some like, maybe a compressor if it needs it. I EQ out some stuff, because not all the acapellas are like studio acapellas clean. Like, sometimes I just get them from the actual song. But I think in this case it was like an actual studio acapella, so I didn't have to do anything really. But yeah, in other cases I would actually be adding some effects. Also the intro, so like I just added this little crowd effects, little impact effects throughout the song, throughout the remix. The intro, I remember somebody had asked me on my SoundCloud, actually, they commented like how I did the intro. It's literally just like the Fruity Love filter effect from FL Studio, if you have FL Studio. If you don't, I don't know how you could get that. You just do like filters, I guess. like some kind of filter plugin. But yeah, this is literally just the Fruity Love filter. I literally just bounced the intro or this part, and then I just put the Fruity Love filter. And then it just like drops in. The way her vocal was like set up too is like, some people think like I added the breathing sound, but it's literally like part of her acapella. So like when it drops in, like it's just so perfect how she did like that little breathing sound, and then it just like drops in. But yeah, that's all the sounds. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Any future video, or if you want me to like go over one of my other remixes from my SoundCloud, let me know. I know this is like one of my most played SoundCloud remixes, so I was like, why not this one? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take it easy.